Hi, my name is Srinivas and this is my friend Deepak. Deepak belongs to Kerala but has spent many years in Tamil Nadu with his family. I am working on my doctoral thesis on the correlation between water and livelihood. I have been visiting villages in several districts of the state, and this being the Pongal season, Deepak is travelling with me. We want to experience real Pongal in Tamil Nadu's countryside. We are on our way from Chennai to Tiruchirappalli, popularly known as Trichy. Situated on the banks of river Kaveri, Trichy is endowed with fertile soil and is known for its bumper paddy harvests. But that was in the past. Things have changed over all these years. Large tracts of land in the district today are bereft of any green cover. Rain gods are not that kind to Trichy anymore. Chopping down of forests and an ever-increasing population has robbed Trichy of its most precious resource, water. Even the mighty Kaveri cannot bail it out. As a result, several parts of the district regularly encounter drought. Well, we reach my house, dump the luggage and head straight towards the nearby village, Nagalapuram in Thurayur block, to catch real Pongal. Pongal is Tamil Nadu's harvest festival, sort of an equivalent of Baisakhi and Lohri celebrated in North India. These celebrations are also special because the villagers had not been rejoicing during Pongal till 2 years ago. They are celebrating this harvest festival for the second time after a gap of several years. Reason being that they had nothing to celebrate about. Erratic rainfall and scarcity of irrigation water meant poor crop yields and even crop failures. And this concept of community celebration was introduced by the government as part of the Drought Prone Areas Program or DPAP. By bringing people together on one platform, the government has managed to create a harmonious working relationship between village communities. This in turn has paved the way for efficient and equitable utilization of government funds by the panchayats. And this strategy has paid rich dividends, as you can see here. Deepak got curious to know about DPAP as he wanted a first-hand experience of the catalysts that have brought about these refreshing changes and given people a reason and resources to celebrate. So we head off to the nearby fields. Though only a 5 minutes walk, Deepak pleaded for a bullock cart ride, just for fun. The cart owner drops us near the house of Thiru Ponnasamy, whose entire family is busy with celebrating Pongal, and why not? What else do you do when your land lying unproductive starts yielding bumper harvests?
Vanakkam, Mr. Ponnusamy.
Vanakkam. It will take some time for the Pongal rice to be ready. Let's go to the farm in the meanwhile.
Ponnasamy is quite proud of his success and wastes no time in showing it off. Like many others in the village, Ponnasamy could never celebrate Pongal as he never had the money. This is despite the fact that he owns 5 acres of land. But all that changed in 2006.
The government has given us an assistance of rupees 5,000. They asked me to put in my contribution of rupees 500. I gave it to the government, which helped me to level my land. Now that it is leveled, I grow onions in 1 acre, which helps me earn a profit of rupees 50,000 in a year. In addition, remaining 1 acre is used for growing chilies, tomato and marigold flowers. From these, I get rupees 25,000 after deducting all the expenses. In future, I will not be dependent on anyone.
Amazing. A simple thing like leveling of land can lead to such truly inspiring turnarounds. With 1 hectare of land becoming cultivable, Pannasami's fortunes have changed and perhaps forever. His wife makes a trip to the nearby market every day to sell marigold flowers and vegetables, and she makes anything between 150 to 200 rupees every day just by selling these. As fodder availability has increased, Pannasamy has also kept a cow. The milk fetches Pannasamy around 100 rupees on an ordinary day. With these thoughts in mind, we moved out. We came across this huge pond in the middle of the fields, and here we met Thiru Chinnacholan. This pond has been dug in Chinnacholan's fields in Kunnapati Watershed. It is a multi-purpose pond. It serves as a cattle pond, a reservoir, as well as a percolation pond.
I came to know of DPAP through our Panchayat president. The government engineers came and gave all the measurements and instructions about how to make the pond. The government helped me with rupees 40,000 and I put in rupees 4,000 from my side. Water level rose by 4 to 5 feet in 2 to 3 wells in the adjoining fields.
Multi-purpose percolation cum cattle ponds like these are scattered all over the district, and all these have been dug with financial and technical assistance under the DPAP. These not only act as reservoirs for storing rainwater, but also help in recharging the wells within a radius of around 500 meters, thus ensuring water availability in farmers' fields around the year. Thanks to the percolation pond, the farmers' wells have enough water for irrigation. Today, these fields are ready for the second sowing of the year. It was well past noon when we rode past fields with and without crops, even barren rocky land, when we suddenly ran into what looked like a carpet of green in Marvathur village. We came across a check dam and I decided to show Deepak, well, a check dam.
Greetings, sir. My friend wants to know how come your fields are lush green?
In the year 2004-2005, a series of 7 check dams have been constructed under the DPAP project. The government gave rupees 40,000 for each of these check dams. In addition, we too have contributed money. Our contribution has gone in creating the Watershed Development Fund. The money in this fund is meant to be used for repair and maintenance of these check dams once the project ends and the government withdraws from this area. There are 40 wells located in this watershed and 40 to 50 families are benefiting from these.
You are telling about check dams, but there is no water in this check dam. Where has the water gone?
When it rains, all the water is trapped in these check dams. The same percolates down and the well water level goes up. From the well, people use the water to grow 3 crops every year.
This chain of 7 check dams has meant a new lease of life for over 12 hectares of land, and recharges 7 wells spread across the Marvathur watershed in Thirayur block. While the 7 beneficiary farmers contributed 2,000 each, the government spent rupees 40,000 for constructing each of these check dams.
What would you do if there is any damage to your check dam?
The money that we have contributed to the Watershed Development Fund is meant precisely for this purpose. We will take a loan from this fund as and when needed.
Tirumati Amutha told us about another case in her village where water has added colors to someone's life, and this time it is more than just green. But for water in her fields, Anna Kamachi may not have got to see her husband for years. You see, it is not easy to fly back and forth from Malaysia, where he has been working as an unskilled laborer for 4 years now. With no water to irrigate his fields, the land was as good as dead. Migrating to another country was the only option left. Life just passes by while she clings to fond memories of time spent with him. But all that has changed, and there is more happiness in store.
This is our land. In our area, we never get proper rainfall, so we never got good harvest. Due to this reason, my husband migrated to Malaysia. After the check dam was made, we grow 3 crops in a year. We have 2 children also. My husband went away 3 years ago. He is not doing well there. So now he is coming back next month. He is not going to go back. He will settle here only. This is the harvesting season. We have hired this machine to cut the paddy crop. Earlier, we used to engage laborers. We used to get 20 laborers against a requirement of 1 person. Now it is not the same.
This gigantic harvester combine is not a common sight in this part of the country, but its very presence here endorses the success of the measures taken for watershed development. Acres of land which could not be cultivated earlier has turned productive, creating employment opportunities and generating income not only for the landowners but for everyone else down the line. So much so that today there is labor scarcity in a village whose residents themselves used to migrate as laborers till 2 years back. In fact, the return of Anna Kamachi's husband would herald the beginning of reverse migration. Thiru Murugesan of Muthiyampalam village is busy preparing biopesticide using locally available ingredients like cane juice, cow urine, cow dung, milk, ghee and bananas. This concoction, called Panchakavya, is a potent pesticide with no harmful chemicals in it. It helps farmers save money they would have otherwise spent on buying expensive synthetic pesticides.
Groundnut gains in weight when I use the Panchakavya, and it is also tastier.
By the end of the day, both me and Deepak had turned into passionate spokesmen for watershed development, for we have witnessed its potential to halt migration from villages to cities in search of jobs, revive rural economy by creating work opportunities, and bring about transformation in every sphere of village life, right from individuals to community level. People have realized that they can be the masters of their destiny, that they can become self-reliant and reduce their dependence on external agencies, including the government and NGOs. The confidence in their voices and pride in their eyes says it all. We must now return to Trichy before it turns dark. On the way back, we stop at this village by the road and join the people who are just out to have a good time. It is so good to see happy faces beaming with hope and aspirations of making it to the top.